Hey guys, it's me, 73 Windman, and it's time for commentary business, so let's go. Alright, this is our prequel round for Disney vs. Non-Disney villains before the fall. Kinda meant to, as far as release dates go, it's to bridge the gap between seasons 2 and 3. It seemed like an appropriate spot for it. But, chronologically, it all takes place before Part 1 even took place. I really like this intro man who put together of the various backstories of different villains, not all of which we could cover in this video. Shendu, Ozai. We considered maybe giving them something in this, but we figured there's nothing we could really say that hasn't kind of been covered in their canon or in our canon. Like, you already know, pretty much there's nothing we could do about Shendu and Ozai that we haven't told in the videos, so you don't really see any of them. And, like Macbeth and Damona, you see their backstory in the show. Shendu, Shendu you kinda know the backstory of in the show, but not quite either. We did give him a backstory on the backstory thread, though. Drakian, you see there. So we kinda gave all those characters their time to shine in this a little bit. And some backstories we even changed up a bit and still showed this video, like, Keldor/Skeletor. Molotov. So, we open with a meeting between the three demons, Chernobog, Nightmare King, and the Emperor of the Night.
Magnificent creation, born of pure darkness, pure evil, it shall spread our influence across all realms. All heroes shall die.
Chick-fil-A will become open on Sundays.
Our time, brother.
I believe that's Kefka is the Emperor of the Night. I really should know my own episode's voice casting. I'm the Nightmare King. Yeah, I really should know these voice castings better, but we just cast so many people in this round. Forgive me if I fuck up a couple. I'm pretty sure that's Kefka as the Emperor of the Night. Or no, it's Kefka. No, Kefka's Chernobog, and I think Sony's the Emperor of the Night? Fuck. God damn. I'm gonna, slap myself in the face when I get to the end credits.
Do not test us, brother.
Or maybe Gordhan's the Emperor of the Night. God damn it. These are the only ones I think I'm fuzzy on. I think I know the rest of the voice casting, thankfully. First up is Hexxus versus Puck. We did want to show basically how Puck turned into a tree. Puck came to mind, because first of all, he's a little bit anti-heroic, so it makes sense for him to want to do that. And the inception also kind of came from the fact that Puck's a fairy, and in Hexxus' movie he does fight fairies, though maybe not by the exact same definition. So that connection kind of came in. We were at first thinking this fight wasn't going to be able to work, and it wasn't really going to be the end of the world, because it was kind of, obvious how it was going to go. But Sony volunteered to take it off our hands, and he made it work really well. was really good to see Hexxus again. He's one of the villains from Part 1 I really missed. I really do love him. Cobra Mystery.
Cobra profits like an old-time
Alright,
high.
I hope I don't fuck up the voice actors again. I think that the toon guy is the Baroness.
Every terrorist cell and criminal
Yeah.
organization inside of the West Coast.
Yeah, that's it.
Ready to pay us a fortune for the latest and weaponized artificial intelligence.
Yawn best, Baroness. Get to the bio-vipers.
More useless duties from our resident
I remember History Buff saying he really loved Scottish accents and wanted to do one, and we gave him the opportunity here.
I believe the Good Doctor's project has promise. With an invincible army.
Manu as Adam de Cobre pre-fuck up of his face is probably one of my favorite performances.
I believe this when
Because it does sound like the same voice as Cobra Commander, but there's an ever so subtle, like, difference that I can see, that I can tell, and it works really well in my opinion.
Forgive my impersonance.
That will be all for today. I must leave immediately to secure a particularly large arms deal with the quarrymen.
Well, therefore, with warmongers, is that the kind of filth we do business with now?
We do business with whoever pays our price. You do well to remember that.
Okay, Bartholomew, Lipsky, and Misko versus the bad guys is a fight, Manu and I kinda came up with together. I wanted to use Bartholomew, Lipsky, and Misko. Sykes is just kinda like... And Sykes is another villain I really want to use again, even though this technically makes him like 1 billion years old. It was one of his relatives, we can say that much. Just because he's another villain I really miss, but we can't really use more of. So I really wanted to use the ancestors of Draken and Shigo, and Manru told me about this episode of Jackie Chan that I had forgotten. And neither side of the conflict really has like a ton of footage, but with what I had, I think I made it work pretty well. It's a bit of a quick fight, but like if you saw the 2 episodes, I think, yeah, I think it works really well. And next is Damona versus Adam de Cobre. You'll notice this is, it's not literally the same song, but it's a rendition of the song we used when Cobra Commander fought Damona back in round 4 of Part 2. You may remember that we said Goliath died in our series. That we mentioned when Balon was born, that Goliath had died. I'm willing to say that that was him, but I don't think the Quarrymen are competent enough to kill Goliath on their own, so let's make it canon that Cobra Commander brought in Goliath, and then the Quarrymen killed him. Because I don't think the Quarrymen could have done that. I don't think they're good. I don't think they're quite that good. Cobra Commander, on the other hand, or Adam de Cobre, yeah, you know what I mean. Damona sneaks on in. Yeah, this is a bit we had planned for a pretty long time. Gotta love Damona. Badass.
You summoned me here in the dead of night like a common house servant. I do not appreciate being at your beck.
Here's our first Huntsman Archmage Mosenrath scene. The whole idea of Disdain being the Archmage was a big thing JC came up with a long while back, and we loved it and decided to use it. With her permission, of course.
My young apprentice, I do not spend all these years hunting for the Eye of Odin just so you can lay your emaciated hands on it. I
Ouch.
feel the power greater than silence. I should be seeing my pupil still has much.
This is definitely one of the really... This is probably one of my favorite voice bits, just because of all the different relationships going on, and...
So your mouth keeps saying.
Well, plus we got to use the Huntsman again. We hardly knew ye. That's the end of part 1. Tune in for part 2.